Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I always forget to take off my glasses for these intros and then laugh at myself when I have to do the intro again. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome in. I already forgot if I said this or not. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And also, it is a time for another episode of the new Makeup Hangover. We are back. It is Monday if you're watching this, or maybe it's some other day of the week because it's the internet and time is make-believe. And my neighbor won't stop looking blind when I'm filming. Literally just got my attention just because she knows I'm filming. Leave me alone. Okay. I am here today with my iced coffee because it's time for another new makeup hangover, and the hangover is something that Teresa and Audra and I created together. So some weeks we are here with the bingover. Bingover! No. Some weeks we're here with new makeup nonsense bingo, which is one part bingo game, one part new makeup release video, and one part drinking game. But the hangover, we're just chilling. We're still talking about new makeup releases, but these are releases that y'all have tagged us in, or we have picked out that have come out between filming the bingo, or, you know, we missed it during the drunken nonsense that is the bingo games. So there's no bingo card this time around, just talking about new makeup releases. In my case, roasting them, probably, because I've seen what my friends and patrons have been tagging me in, and ooh, buckle up, kids. So if you like makeup that it happens to be colorful, if you like bitches with lots of opinions, or you just like cute fat babes, I hope you will subscribe, and let's jump into this new makeup hangover. Also, don't forget to go watch Teresa and Audra's videos if you haven't already. They upload the same bat day and same bat time as I do, and it's a kind of group energy. You should experience us all. So, here's the thing. Patrons, like myself, have an affinity towards indie makeup. So many of these are indie makeup releases that we're going to talk about today. But it just, let's just quickly, Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona is releasing a mini bronze palette. This is a 5-pan palette inspired by the larger bronze palette. It's available July 19th. There are going to be 4 mattes and 1 metallic. And you really can't tell me that she couldn't have just released this mini palette and had as much variety as that big bronze palette. I know the bronze palette is the neutral bitch, basic bitch, like, I know it's a fan favorite. But tell me that this 5-pan does not accomplish the same thing as that 15-pan or 18-pan, I don't fucking remember. Like, I don't understand you, Natasha Denono, but I don't think I ever have. Ace Beauté has this new Paletopoly collection. There are lipsticks, there are brushes, there are magnetic lashes, and there is a 24-pan eyeshadow palette. I am so confused. I am aesthetically, this is just like so fucking cute to me. Aesthetically, so cute. It's giving me Mall Madness. It's giving me all of those super girly board games that I never got to play because I had 2 brothers and not that many friends. So why would they buy specifically girly board games? Family trauma aside, this is aesthetically just like I if I understood it more, I think I'd be more excited, because I don't understand calling it paletopoly when I don't feel like Monopoly is the energy you're giving. It's also just like, it's way too big of a palette for me. Like I've gone on my large palette rants before, but like I am very confused. It's like there's so much deep inside me that loves about this, but also why? And why Ace Beauté? Like I think it's the brand too, because all of their other releases, the branding has been so much more like dark and kind of like classic or vampy or something. Not necessarily the color stories have all been that way, but the branding. No. So I just like, this is giving me glam light. It also, yeah, glam light or like profusion, but it's also cute, but like I don't want it, but it's cute. I am so confused. I again, like color story wise, I just feel overwhelmed by it. I've used a couple of the older formula of Ace Beauté stuff and I wasn't impressed. It was more challenging to work with than I would prefer. So to have a palette that big, I'm not tempted. But like aesthetically, yes, but everything else, it's a no. I am very confused. You know what? Let's just go down the confused route a little bit more. When I don't feel great about a brand, I just try not to talk about it on the videos. I try, but I truly do not understand what the fuck Adept is doing. They have released the Amunet palette, but they had the Amunet new palette, and I can't really. Okay, so it's like it's a revamp. They keep revamping everything that they've released, and I don't. The formulas don't look as tempting, if I'm just being honest, just from watching videos. And I also I'm not buying from them for reasons that, if you know, you know, and if you don't, and you want to know, you can ask in the comments. But if you don't want a brand ruined for you, don't ask. But I just don't know what the fuck they're doing outside of that shit. The way they've been like revamping all these, okay, we're gonna do 3 for 3 on the I am fucking confused train, or you could also maybe name this brands I used to trust or like, and now I'm just like, what? So Colored Rain is doing a Safari Rain limited edition pre-order. It's pre-order only. It will ship mid-September, and they are doing the pre-order through Wednesday, July 13th at midnight, like end of day the 13th. All orders will ship, all orders with Safari Rain will ship around September, mid-September. And it's a $25 palette. That's actually, is that how much it was before? So if you are newer to my channel, Colored Rain was like one of the first indie brands that I really was like in love with, and like colors, saturation, metallic shimmers, just like, oh yes, palettes and singles and just, And then if you weren't around for Juicy Boost, that's kind of the changing point for me. And it was also when I started, like by the time that palette had been released, I had started finding other formulas that I really love. Safari Rain is a gorgeous palette. And I think having it out for fall makes sense. Like having it shipped for fall makes sense. It's a very autumnal palette, very pretty. I don't know if the formulas are going to be the same, and the newer formula, Colored Rain, was nowhere near as compelling as the older things. And by newer, I mean Juicy Boost was the last that I have shopped from the brand. So I know Safari Rain was beloved, but I kind of feel like when I was talking about the Magic palette in last week's Hangover or Bingo video, the Bingo-over, where I was like, you had that palette, you let it go, move forward. I kind of feel like if you haven't gotten the Safari Rain palette by now, did you actually want it? And also, do you already have it in your collection? Because you might. And this is absolutely no hate to Colored Rain, unlike Adept. My trust with the brand has been broken. So, and I want the brand to move forward. I think that's also the part of the confusion. I want them to move forward. And I feel like going back to a beloved palette, it feels like going back. Let's talk about brushes, because I have a couple of brushes marked in my little collection. First of all, Spectrum, you really gotta stop attacking me with your Hello Kitty collections. So Spectrum has a new Hello Kitty ice cream collection. There's a 9-piece brush set, a 3-piece brush set, an ice cream sponge set, a kabuki brush, and an ice cream makeup bag, or you can get the full collection. Their strawberry milk Hello Kitty collection, which I saw the little strawberry milk bag is available on the Spectrum site, and I might buy it. It's so cute, and this collection is really cute too. I don't know if I feel completely compelled by the brush shapes in the 3-piece set. I mean the 9-piece set. Because the 3-piece set brushes I'm like whatever about. The 9-piece brushes, they are cute. I've been waiting for like a cute collection from Spectrum that's also like small eye friendly, or a just face brush set that's like cute. But Hello Kitty! This bag is cute too, but I think the strawberry milk bag is like, oh, these are cute. I've never tried Spectrum brushes, and I'm definitely in more of my natural hair brush, like, love affair moment, but they're cute. I don't know. I truly think that the 9-piece brush is not going to compel me to actually want to use them. So I'm trying to resist, but I can't promise anything. Okay, so why is Louboutin trying to be a fancy KVD? Louboutin has some new brushes, again an Asian release, and they just feel like a slightly dressed up KVD style brush that the brand released back when they were not KVD. I mean, I know that Louboutin has done the pointed lipstick thing, but I guess because it's trodden, design within brushes, And because they've just been showing their ass in other ways, I just feel like this is very uninspired. I don't know. Like, nah. I just can't be bothered. Now, the last of the little brush trio, Sonya G, is releasing their Kayaki 2 brush set. So it's 5 brushes. There are 4 new brushes and 1 from the Fusion set. And these are like a mini brush. So she had the mini Kayaki set before, and this is like the second set. I just raved about the Sonya brushes in a video that I filmed before this, but that you will see after this. Time. Science. I'm just intrigued. I'm intrigued. I don't know if I really am intrigued in a mini set per se, but it's Sonya, so I am intrigued. So I feel like there are just a couple more products and they're more indie releases, and sometimes I'm just such a bitch, and I'm like, I'm gonna be a bitch this whole time, aren't I? Yes. So Clarity Cosmetics has a new eyeshadow palette, the Lily eyeshadow palette. There are 5 pressed matte pigments, 1 extreme multichrome, 1 duochrome, and 3 foil pressed pigments. Here's the thing with this palette. I think that the turquoise packaging makes it more interesting than it actually is. There is something about the shades in the pans where I just feel like it feels very repetitive. And it's a 10-pan palette, so like, I shouldn't feel that way about a 10-pan. I like a 10-pan size. But like, the whole pinky red half, the then like pink to purple ones, and then the 2 turquoise, and the swatches don't really sell me anymore either. I'm not saying it's not a pretty color story, and texturally, maybe that helps, you know, change it up a little bit. But when I'm looking at the swatches, I just see like 2 reds that look pretty close. I see some oranges that kind of visually blend together. Like, I understand the inspiration, but I want more for me to pick up a whole palette on that. So Clarity and Give Me Glow Cosmetics are kind of like sister brands. I in the past have, I think what I had heard was that they are friends. So anyway, I think of them together in my head. So Give Me Glow has a nightlife palette, but this is more of like a palette bundle. So there are 4 new shades, and then there are 6 pre-existing shades. It's available at the end of July, and it's $45. It's available July 29th, and it's $45. And you can also buy the empty palette for $8. See, this is pretty to me, but it's also pretty because it's single eyeshadows. So, for example, I could look at these swatches and feel like some of these tones do look kind of close, and maybe they're kind of similar. But because I can use this palette as a whole, and I can also create other palettes with it, or like swap shadows into this palette, I find it more attractive than like the Lily palette. If the Lily palette from Clarity was a single eyeshadow bundle, I could see perhaps like the attraction more. But I think this Nightlife bundle is really cute. I have used shimmers and mattes from Give Me Glow, and I personally didn't find them to be my favorite. They weren't bad, but they just didn't grab me the way some indie brands have. So I don't want the Nightlife palette, but I could see being inspired by it to put together my own kind of like juicy, beachy kind of palette. So it is pretty, and I think if you like the Give Me Glow formula and you don't have some of those colors already, that could be a nice bundle to pick up. It's just not compelling me personally. Just a couple other indie things. So I'm just gonna quickly mention, because I know I've already mentioned this in 2 other videos in the past. The Simply Posh Fairy Tale Fairies full palette has been revealed. It's a magnetic palette, so that is very tempting. It looks pretty, but it's not like quite what I was expecting. So I'm passing on it for now, but I'm gonna keep an eye out for reviews and things because it's tempting, but it's just not quite. And that's where I am with makeup, where I really just want to be grabbed in by it, especially if it's a new brand for me. So Fairy Tale Fairies is probably the highest on this list of things where I'm like, perhaps. But it's still pretty much not a temptation. I have a friend that's buying it, so if they start raving about it, then I might be changed. My mind might be changed. But for now, I'm able to resist. And the last indie release that I'm here to talk you out of, or talk you into, whatever. Nobody has to listen to me. But another patron mentioned the Nomad Fête de Provence palette. So this is a 15 pan palette. There are 10 mattes and 5 shimmers. There are also lip glosses. And I think it's available now. So this is like a pinky purple yellow palette. This is pretty, but it doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't, like, it is pretty. And I think the swatches are pretty, but it doesn't draw me in. And realistically, I've tried Nomad. The formulas are nice, but they don't grab me in the way some other brands and formulas do. And I personally find that they tend to be repetitive within their own palettes and also within their own collection. I think that there's like this, the thing that I have with big palettes, one of the like beefs I have is that I feel like it sets your brand up to kind of repeat yourself a lot. Yeah. And even though colors might swatch slightly different, it doesn't mean that they're applying different. So I'm just not, for a variety of reasons, I'm not particularly excited about Nomad. And I just feel like this is cute, but like, is it anything groundbreaking? No. Like, would older Emily feel tempted by it because yellow, pink, purple? Fuck yeah. But I'm currently just kind of looking at it like, that's fine. And that's not how I want my makeup to make me feel. Even in picture. Before I get it. I want to be excited about it. So, you know, call me a bitter bitch or whatever. Call me a hater. I just really want makeup to make me excited. And the feelings I had when I saw like the Lethal 1-Up release they just felt very genuine. And that's what I'm looking for. Just like genuine excitement and not like me having to convince myself of something. So that's how I'm feeling. I love getting excited about makeup. So none of this is like done in a spirit of ill will. I just wanted to be honest about my feelings. And in case anybody needs convincing otherwise, I'm always here to possibly spoil the fun. Wow, I really do know how to talk about myself. Anyway, I had a good time though, even if y'all might call me bitter bitches or a hater. Anyway, everyone's making noise now, so I'm gonna go. And don't forget to check out Teresa and Audra's videos if you have not already, because they are always a good time, and I'm just very appreciative that I get to make fun videos with my friends every fucking week. I also want to thank my patrons and my channel members. Y'all are seriously the best. I really appreciate anybody that has been joining us in our makeup hangouts that Audra was the brainstorm creator of, and I have just hopped on. The community really means the world to me, and y'all are so important to me. So I just want to say thank you. Patreon and YouTube membership is a great way to support me if anyone's watching and feels so inspired. And most importantly, take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday, because you're worth it. Bye, friends. Mwah.